Hey everyone, I'm Bredmo.
I'm Bunnery,
And this is
IFXtra.
IFXtra.
So, it's nearly the end of August. That means September's just around the corner, and that means EGX month, doesn't it?
Yeah. EGX is the big gaming festival, sort of expo thing in the UK, which is going to be at the NEC at the end of the month. And so, yeah, we'll be there with Ferret and some of our other associates having a bit of a wander around. So you might bump into us and feel free to say hello if you see us.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of other stuff going on there as well.
You can get some hands-on time with the latest and even unreleased blockbuster games, check out all kinds of things made by indie developers, watch some live esports, see some really impressive cosplay and cosplay competitions, and our favourite bit, the various stages hosting sessions, presentations and panels from all kinds of companies like IO Interactive, Fail Better and TT Games, down to really tiny studios like... Hey, wait a minute.
Ah, yes, indeed. So one of our exciting pieces of news is that we're actually delivering a session as well. So myself, Bunnery and Ferret will be on stage on Thursday giving a talk about some of the things we've learnt from all these years of game development that we've done. Bit of sort of friendly advice about kind of learning from mistakes that we made, assumptions we made that were wrong. Trying to give advice to people who are looking at starting in game dev. So if you're around on the first day of EGX, you'll have to come and see us. It would be very awesome to see you there.
Cool. What time is that? 2 o'clock?
Yes, 2 o'clock on the Thursday.
Thursday. Cool. Okay, so it's been a busy week as well. I've been busy writing some questions for our very next quiz.
Yes, yeah. So we're going to have another test run of Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week, on Sunday. So that's tomorrow at 7 BST, 7 p.m. BST.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done a few tests of this now, and it's worked. It's worked pretty well. We did like a very kind of closed test last time. Yeah. Thanks to Pointy Catties for helping us out there, because she had problems with the quiz software the previous time, so it was really helpful being able to just test it, just making sure that all worked okay.
So this time we could do with a few more people to join in, so we can see how it works with lots of people.
Yeah, I mean, the plan is we're going to start trying to run this as a regular-ish thing, and from our point of view, it's going to sort of advertise interference because all of the rounds in the quiz are based on this week's interference drawings.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you want to have a go, you don't actually need any knowledge of interference. It'll be...
It's all general knowledge questions.
Exactly. So in one of the test ones, we saw a really cool drawing of a lighthouse. So we had a few questions about lighthouses. Yeah. General knowledge, but based on, inspired by drawings in the game.
So you might see some of your drawings pop up there.
Yeah. So if you're free Sunday night UK time, so that's 7 BST, 11 AM if you are West Coast US, 2 p.m. if you're East Coast US, and it'll be 8 p.m. if you're Western Europe. I think we've covered most of our main player bases there.
Cool.
If you head over to mixer.com/interference, we're going to be running it on there, and it'll be live and interactive. We'll be asking the questions, and you can vote for what you think the correct answer is. And as you say, you might see one of your own drawings there inspiring a round.
Or you might see yourself on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Could be fun.
Okay, what else have you been doing this week?
A few general bug fixes, a couple of odds and ends, things like the follow button wasn't appearing on the website for some reason. Oops. I think the reason was me being incompetent. And also the set picture as set this drawing as my profile picture button not on the website as well. That's all good now though.
Okay.
Aside from that, iOS, just kind of working my way through that, fixing a few things that seemingly need to work differently for it to work on.
Has it stopped going upside down?
No, I've still got to do that one.
Okay.
I'm gradually working my way through this. There's a lot of things to do with where we're calculating times and things. Seemingly, Safari, which is rendering all of the app on iOS, is very particular about the format that time is, and if you do it in a way it doesn't like, it just won't do anything. Okay. So we're getting there.
Cool. Okay, so it's time now to see who won this week's award. Picture of the week this week goes to Margaret McElastic for cat watches flexible teckle catching his own tail. I had to look up what teckle is. Apparently it's some kind of dachshund, but that is a brilliant picture of a dog biting his own tail. They're so clever. I don't think the cat's impressed though. Well done, Margaret. Nice to have you back.
My favourite description this week was "A floating snail with a crane on its back lifts toilet number 3 by Paul C. Every so often you see a description that's so random that it's clearly a misinterpretation of what the picture was. Then you look at the picture and you think, okay, yeah, there's a floating snail and he does have a crane on his back and he's about to lift toilet number 3. Yeah, actually, this is just a spot-on description. Nice work, Paul C.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Icarus for The Emergence of a Zombie. It's quite a scary picture, and those pinks of the brain and the tongue are very bright. I'm not surprised it got the most likes this week. Well done, Icarus.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
They were amazing. Wow. Okay, what have we been talking about on the forums this week? So, last week we were talking about, are you an optimist or a pessimist? Do you see your glass as half full or half empty? I haven't actually answered that yet, have you?
Well, you see, I'm an engineer, so I'm just thinking about it in a practical sense, and I think it really means the glass is twice the size that it needs to be. Although someone else said the glass is always full, it's just sometimes it's half full of water and half full of air. Which
I like that one.
I like that, yeah.
That's awesome. Cool.
This week we're asking, when was the last time you did something for the first time? And what was it? It's easy to get into a routine, so we'd love to hear about what new things you've tried recently.
If you'd like to chime in with that, then just head over to the general discussion forum. You can find the thread pinned to the top of the thread list there.
Absolutely. I think that's it for this week, but we should say that, if you're not too busy on Sunday, pop in and have a go at the quiz.
Yeah, 7 p.m. BST or in your local time zone. It'd be great to see you.
Yeah.
Also, we might mention this a few times over the next few weeks, but if you happen to be at EGX on the Thursday, it would be cool if you could come and see our session. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But aside from that, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference where you can give us a bit of monthly support for these videos, the ongoing maintenance of the game, and the other odds and ends of things that we do.
Cool. Okay, so we'll see you next Saturday.
Have a great week. See you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.